Welcome back to another episode of Mechanical Nightmare.
So this guy comes in for a complaint for a clutch, and no, the crankshaft broke right in the middle of the fourth crank. And believe it or not, everything survived. The only thing it needs are bearing shells, a crankshaft, obviously, and we're just gonna put an oil pump on it just for safety's sake. And yeah, that's amazing. Usually everything's destroyed.
I don't know, maybe these struts were still okay. What do you think? Maybe not.
Customer said this water pump wasn't making any noise. They were just driving down the highway when the check engine light turned on.
Oh my god.
This Mopar came in for an apparent bad head gasket, but ended up needing a few more things.
Alright, got this Genesis in for a flight repair. Firstly, when I pulled it in, feels like it was making a loud clunky noise, but yeah, the struts looked pretty much okay despite making that noise. Just left a little mark in here. Came here on the spare tire, of course. Needs more than a flat repair, not only a new tire, but probably a new wheel, which ain't gonna be cheap because it's a luxury car.
Customerstates is my transmission cooked. Customerstates left fog light doesn't work.
Golly. What even is that?
Gentle, light.
Give it all you got.
Pressure.
Give it all you got. No, I'm kidding. How'd you get the longer bolt? Oh. Damn.
This vehicle drove into the shop like this, and you could hear how bad it was. Customer states their new engine runs hot. New fan clutch right out the box had just been driven up to operating temps. Yeah, they don't make them as good as they used to. And this is exactly why you take the valve covers off when buying an engine off Marketplace.
And then down here.
Customer states is my power steering fluid supposed to look like Pepsi? Found out what that knocking noise was when going over bumps.
Can you fix it? Light it. There's no brake in there. Light it. There's no brake. Put light in there. There's no brake pad. What the is going on? There is no brake pad. That is ridiculous, dude. There is no brake pad. Axle shaft is leaking. Look at this one. Look at this one. Oh, no brake pad either. No way, dude. What the hell? That is ridiculous, dude. What about the rear? The rear is that new brake pad.
Not exactly what you want to hear coming from under the hood while driving. Turned out to be a belt slapping around. Customer noticed this white smoke coming from out of their battery and said that can't be good, right? Not good at all. Time for a new battery ASAP. This customer had just had an oil change from a Toyota dealership, and after just getting home found this massive oil leak. The drain plug wasn't even hand tight, and the owner justifiably wasn't happy at all, especially when it's dealership work. Unfortunately, there's no update on how much oil was left in the pan or if it needs any major work.
Hey, when did they start installing the coolant fountains on the bus?
Who needs 8 cylinders when this F150 just needs 4? Joking aside, it's crazy, it can still somewhat run in this state. I really can't tell why the customer did this. Possibly some cracks in the rims or some redneck wheel weight method, so let us know why in the comments below. Also, all 5 lugs were hand tight on this rim.
Customer states windshield wipers do not work while engine is running. Engine is running, yes, there are a bunch. Welcome to working on a 2002 Ford product. Correct. Does not work. Here's where I'm baffled. Off. Focus. Yeah. As expected, does not work in the off position. That is correct. Put in an accessory without the engine running.
You've heard of variable valve timing, but have you heard of variable spark gapping? Customer was complaining about a squeaking serpentine belt. The previous shop that installed it over tightened the crank pulley bolt and under tightened the belt tensioner bolt. He drove like this for months, and I have no clue how the belt didn't pop off or break yet.
Okay.
80,000 on the odometer. Customer provided receipts for oil changes, but the sludge on the camshafts and turbo destruction says different. Customer was complaining about a leak on their driveway they couldn't find the source of. Lucky the diff wasn't out of fluid. Customer thought this was a coil and spark plug issue, so replaced them all only for it to still make this noise. Definitely a massive exhaust leak. Customer fixed up this truck with all new parts that had been sitting for 5 years, only for the engine to make this noise. My bet is a broken lifter spring or rocker, but let us know what you think it is in the comments. Mechanic had just finished installing a wheel bearing on the LS430 only to find this rough spot, so the bearing is junk. customer found out the hard way after ignoring the rumble coming underneath their truck, and now they not only need a new U-joint, but a transfer case too. This customer had reportedly lost 5 quarts of coolant in the last 2 weeks and found this under the oil cap, looking like a head gasket job to me. Customer saw smoke on the freeway and decided to pull over. On one hand, there's a bunch of oil everywhere, but the smoke seems to be coming from their radiator, so maybe 2 different big issues. Customer states, "My car keeps smoking and it gets bad even inside the car, but they can't see any leaks. 100% chance is the valve cover gasket leaking oil onto the exhaust manifold." Who needs anti-theft stuff like alarms or immobilizers when you can have a terrible ignition like this? For some reason it only works if the key is in a very specific spot after being turned on. Customer states, "My engine started to sound like a helicopter. It sounds like some good old timing chain rattle to me." Thanks for watching another Mechanical Nightmare episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you have your own clips, you can submit it to us using the forms link or send it to us on Instagram. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.